Okay, y'all, just a pretty down and dirty video. Uh, been wanting to do this for a little while. I was talking to Sal about it the other day. He thought it'd be cool. So, anyway, want to give you guys a quick down and dirty of a behind the scenes of a PHG GTWS broadcast. So, obviously, doing my shameless check out my rig plug here as the intro. But this is basically what this is going to look like when we come in here to do a production, whether it be qualifying or the race. And I know this is cheap, down and dirty again with my phone. Just wanted to put something together. I'm actually doing this Saturday morning. Wade's got a practice lobby open, so I was kind of use that to show you guys that portion of it, which is the smallest portion of our production. Um, so what this looks like is tons and tons of work throughout the week beforehand. That tons and tons of work is generally handled by Sal, Pink Mishi, Shaggy, and some others in the background. And what that looks like, and unfortunately my Stream Elements is not loading, but at any given time, we've got 3 to 4, possibly 5, in Sal's case, 10 tabs open. Obviously, whoever's broadcasting is going to have OBS open, and that's what this is right here. And OBS is controlling our broadcast. We set up the broadcast in here. It is populating the data for YouTube Studio. It is making the stream go live. And within this OBS, down here, we are going to have different scenes. So in this case, this is a very bare bones setup of OBS for qualifying. So in qualifying, you notice we don't do results of the previous race. There's lots of things that we don't do in qualifying that we would do in the race. So here we've basically got a starting soon screen, the qualifying screen, which is going to have our PHG logo, our sponsors, and then our ending, right? So that's essentially what this looks like, and this is already set up, as you can see, for another setup. So I haven't made any changes to it. I just pulled this out. So anyway, that's what the OBS side looks like, but that's the easy part. It's all the prep leading up to that. So Sal or somebody on our team is going into Stream Elements, which is not populating right now. And Stream Elements is where we're placing all of the logos, the track we're going to be at, the text, things like that, and so that's linked through OBS, and that will change automatically once somebody makes the change in Stream Elements. We have a Google Drive folder that has tons of information in here, just showing you here. So comms logos, cover photos, the music. So basically all of us have created some sort of music, and those can just, whoever's broadcasting can just select what they want to use for the intro and be right back screen. Credit rolls in here, the JSON file, which basically populates OBS for the scene collection. What was I wanting to show? Meeting notes. So production meetings, the notes from the meetings, our webcam links. So you guys are seeing something new this time around. We've done it in Joker series, but essentially the broadcasters can be on camera for a portion of the stream. Production checklist. So tons of things to do before production, and so here you'll see all the things that we have to do before a production can go live. And then whoever makes the changes will put their name in as the owner and say if we've completed that project yet or not. So that's what that is. Qualifying results, season 3 points breakdown, staff availability. So, everybody on the production crew, we go in here and show our availability for each round. So this is round 1 here, and what's highlighted in green are those that are going to handle that position, whether they're spectating in the lobby running the lobby, broadcasting, doing commentary, or racing. So that's all happening. So a lot going on. I'm not even covering the website because I have nothing to do with that. That's all Sal and Pink Mishi. But when we broadcast and have all the commentators together, we're basically going into this broadcast channel that the majority of you don't see. Only those in production have that. And when we click on that, we will watch whoever is broadcasting in OBS places a link for that so that we're watching it real time in this broadcast channel. And that's where we're bringing the voices in, generally speaking. You can bring the voices through here or that webcam link that I talked about. So just want to give everybody a real quick down and dirty of what the production looks like. So tons of work, tons of prep work going into that. And then I guess I forgot to mention that whoever's running the broadcast, you're not usually hearing from them during the broadcast, except for qualifying. So like last week, when I ran qualifying, you know, I'm talking, I'm sort of leading the comms on qualifying and running the broadcast, because once again, there's only 3 slides. During the race, you've got replays, you've got all that to keep up with. And speaking of, so that's another thing, and that's why I have this up. If you are running the broadcast, obviously you're in the lobby, you're spectating, and there are keyboard functions that you would use to save frames or set up for replay. And so here's my little keyboard. I bought a new one just because this one kind of gets annoying. But Z captures the replay, and then there are 3 other buttons that will allow you to look back 5, 10, or 15 seconds of that replay. And so I know I've left a ton of stuff out. Didn't mean to. I've left some folks out that I didn't mean to, but I just wanted to give everybody a quick down and dirty of what the production looks like for a PHG GTWS. You know, obviously, like I said, all the big work is done. I'll tell you, Sal does the heavy lifting of the production without question. T-Case obviously does a lot. I'm just starting really to do the broadcast side of things. I did some qualifying last season. I'll be doing some races this season and qualifying. I have a race here later today, be in split 4. But nonetheless, that's what this all looks like, in case anybody was curious of how that went down. Again, real quick, down and dirty. This is production. Lot to keep up with, lot going on. And when we have failures, it's almost always because of OBS right here. One of these applications, these sources right here, will just drop out for no good reason. And then you're, you know, rushing to try to add that source back in. For me, it's always Discord audio, this top one application, audio capture. That booger decides to stop working, and when that stops working, we hear nothing from the other commentators. So Sal had that fault the other night, and his Discord essentially just crashed on him and could not get it opened back up. So that's why the audio sounded weird, because he started using his phone to capture Papa and I's voices. But you know what? Sal did a fabulous job. These things are going to happen during production. Nothing you can do about it. But that's it, guys. Hope you enjoyed this little quick down and dirty of what production looks like. Barely scratched the surface, but at least everybody could see a little bit about what was going on. Talk to you soon.